Welcome back, everyone. iOS 15 just came out, so let's take a look at it on the iPhone 7 Plus and compare it to iOS 14 on the iPhone 7 Plus as well. So iOS 15 is on the left, iOS 14 is on the right, both 7 Pluses. Let's get into it. Let's do phone calls 3, 2, 1. And both are about the same there, not a big difference. Music 3, 2, 1. And I think 15 was a little bit faster there, but they were on different panels, so we'll kind of have to leave that one up in the air. App Store 3, 2, 1. And definitely 14 seemed to be a little bit faster there. Swiping through, they are probably going to be roughly around the same. I haven't seen too many differences in swiping through. Glitched up a little bit on the iPhone 7 Plus on 15. Let's get into a different app. Let's get into something like Camera 3, 2, 1. I'm trying to load up some apps in the background for the time being. Let's open up the phone or the portrait. And it definitely looked a little bit faster on iOS 14, a little bit smoother on 14 as well. So that was one little thing I saw. Photos 3, 2, 1 should already be open. But you can see pretty much the same thing. Let's get into clock 3, 2, 1. Pretty much the same thing here. Let's do mail 3, 2, 1. 14 I think was a little bit faster there. And that pretty much covers it up on these apps. Now we have some third-party apps we can go and test that are similar between both. Let's get into Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. And we do have this little game center thing. I hate those little pop-ups so much, they're so annoying. But I don't think it should interfere with speed, and if anything, it actually, this one is the faster one here, which is pretty crazy. 15 a little bit slower, but I've seen this all across the board. 15 does seem to be a little bit slower than 14. It's totally okay, it's going to get faster over time, but that is one thing to keep in mind. Let's get into another app. Let's get into Fruit Ninja. 3, 2, 1. And it does look like iOS 15 may be slower, but I am going to go ahead and cancel out of anything if anything pops up. And we do have this final pop-up here. And this one, you can see, was quite a bit of difference between the two. Definitely faster on iOS 14. Now, those are pretty much the main apps that we had. But as always, we can always go back to the beginning with and test some more of these third-party apps. Now, another thing I want to test is these widgets. So I want to go ahead and grab a widget. So we'll go and grab this weather one. And I just want to see what kind of happens and how glitchy it is on both. So you can see on iOS 14, it kind of glitched up a little bit. They both look pretty good. Let me go back to the beginning with. And let's just go and drag it here. And I think both look pretty good. It looked a little bit more glitchy on iOS 14 though. Not a big deal. News 3, 2, 1. And the different pop-ups, but again, at least we have it stored up in the background. We can go and do Apple TV 3, 2, 1. And definitely 14 was the faster one there, 15 a little bit slower. Now let's go and start loading these apps in the background up. So phone call is pretty much the same thing. They both have 3 gigs of RAM, so they should be pretty similar. The only difference is the software. They're both doing a pretty good job between the two. Let's go back in the beginning with. Both do a pretty good job there. Let's go back in the beginning with again, and you can see pretty much the same thing too. And let's go one more back, and I don't think there's going to be that big of a difference. So ultimately, in terms of the speed comparison one, I think iOS 15 does a pretty good job. I think 14 does a pretty good job too. I don't really think one is faster or slower than the other one. They both did pretty much the same exact thing. But again, I think ultimately, if you're going to pick up one, I think staying on 14 may be the better way to go. But 15 did a pretty good job throughout this whole entire video. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.